on role of quality managers in hospitals. Are they recognized as leaders and change drivers? This debate will be moderated by Dr. Lallu Joseph. Madam is the quality manager and accreditation coordinator of Christian Medical College, Vellore. She is the Secretary General of CAHO and also the Principal Assessor of NABH. She is also a passionate trainer and is involved in training of quality implementation across the country through NABH, CAHO, and AHPI. Over to you, Lallu ma'am, to moderate the debate.
Thank you very much, Vidya, and thank you very much to the Quality Professionals Wing. First of all, let me bring warm greetings to you from CAHO and CMC Vellore. And this particular event, I really congratulate the Quality Professionals Wing, Dr. Anuradha, Dr. Suvin, Dr. Anna, and the entire team for this brilliant job. True leadership exhibited, and let's give them all a good round of applause for the wonderful job that they have done. It's very, very interesting. Now, to me, I'm a very proud quality manager. I came into healthcare straight as a quality manager when the concept of quality management was unknown. I joined this industry in 2007 with no experience of quality at all whatsoever, and also no experience of working in a hospital. And there comes Madam Gracie Mathai, teaches me quality in her very first assessment as to what is expected. And even today, after 15 years, I fondly remember the great learning and the leadership that I learned from Madam Gracie Mathai and her entire team at NABH. Thank you for that. Thank you, ma'am. Now that you are here, I must tell you, you made me a person, a quality manager. So with that, am I truly a quality manager? What is my role as a quality manager? I looked at a lot of definition about quality managers in hospitals, but I have not come across one which is precise to say that this is a quality manager. Let me read out some of the definitions. Number one, quality managers intend to guarantee that the service an organization, a hospital provides is fit for purpose, is consistent, and meets both external and internal requirements. This comprises legal compliance and customer expectations. The quality manager needs to liaise with other managers and staff throughout the organization and ensures that the quality management system is functioning properly. The role needs to focus on changes, how to implement them, provide training, tools, techniques to enable others to achieve quality standards. Now, we are everywhere. We are going to be stepping on everyone's territory, forte in this industry, which is so sensitive, lot of little kingdoms all over the place, and these poor quality managers are running around between pillar and post, I must say. So this is going to be a very, very interesting debate. We are going to listen to two great ladies, both from Kerala, who are excellent leaders themselves, who have implemented quality in their organizations, who are advocates of quality, about the role of quality managers. Look at me. I'm going to be moderating this session. The role of quality managers in hospitals. Are they recognized as leaders and change drivers? These two young ladies, Dr. Deepthi Madhu, Dr. Anna George. Deepthi is the Chief Quality Officer and Infection Control Officer at Caritas Hospital, Kottayam. Dr. Anna is the Head of Quality at Aster, India. So they are going to be debating on the role of quality managers in hospitals. Are they recognized as leaders and change drivers? That's a great majority. So we have 77% responding that quality managers are recognized as leaders and change drivers, and 23% say no. We have a very tough job for Anna. So let us begin the debate. Deepthi, over to you first to give your thoughts, followed by Anna for 5 minutes. Deepthi for 5 minutes first, and then Anna is going to disagree and she is going to talk for 5 minutes. After which I will take over and then hand it back once again to you all. Deepthi, over to you.
Thank you so much for the warm introduction, ma'am. Thank you so much to the team and to CAHO for inviting me as a debate speaker for this particular topic, very close to my heart. And I'm sure I'm being timed, so I'm going to get right to the topic. So my job is to get the 23 people who voted no to come to my side, and I'm going to battle it out. So yes, now healthcare industry has been existing in our country for decades, for centuries even. But quality managers or quality in healthcare is something that came into existence, or it was a new concept which was introduced just decades back. Now, it was a role, it was a post, it was a concept that was introduced into already existing system. So when something new is introduced in an already existing system, there is likely to be, or it is unavoidable that there would be a ripple effect. And since hospitals and healthcare industry was already running in spite of not having such a post, it is difficult. The first few years of this post coming into existence, or this particular concept coming into existence, was designated to finding the niche. Where do these people lie? Where does quality come into play? Everyone was looking at it with raised eyebrows and skeptical nudges. So yes, we can't blame them. We can't point fingers at the quality managers too. They were having a tough job. The first generation of quality managers had a tough job at hand. They had to carve out the generation. They had to pave they have to make the path for the rest of us to follow. So it was a tough job, I'm sure. But we were not received with open arms, because what we had to say was not always something that people want to hear. Most of the time, when people want to hear a no, it's our job to say yes. And when people want to hear a yes, it is our job to say a no. So we were not received with open arms, of course. But what did we do? We, as a rule, for some reason, quality managers, the people who come into quality, are driven about that. They're completely convinced about the cause. And so what did we do? We pried open those arms. The arms were closed. We were not received with open arms. We pried open those arms, and we carved our way into the path. So then, once people realize what we are capable of, what this concept of healthcare quality can do, the changes that can be brought about, the pried open arms slowly started embracing us. And that's how we carved out our niche into the healthcare quality, or healthcare system, healthcare ecosystem, if you should say. Without disturbing the ecosystem, slowly we found our way right into the crux of the healthcare system and just set up camp there. And now, because of that, because of all what our predecessors have done, and because of all what we continue to do, we are accepted by more than most of the healthcare managements, because we are good. We have an eagle's eye view of the entire healthcare system. I'm not saying that the other leaders or other departmental leaders, I'm not looking down upon them or saying that their job is less important. No, but what happens is they're concentrating on their specific job, their specific department. Whereas quality department, like Dr. Lallu, ma'am already rightly said, and she has made my job so much simpler. She rightly said, we are there everywhere. We have an eagle's eye view of everything that is going on. So it was just a matter of time before all the managements realized that we can be put to better use. The quality managers can be put to better use, because we have the eagle's eye view, something that the management wants to have, but they don't have the time to spare. And tada, there we were ready, prepared. Now, no matter how much I can count down the points, I can give you a essay detailing why this is so, but nothing. We say action speaks louder than words. Similarly, I believe that no matter how much of theory you say, it is always best illustrated with an example. An apt example can drive home the point. And I was thinking, where do I get an apt example? And then I realized my apt example is sitting right across from me, across the table. My opponent, Dr. Anna George, she has accomplished all of this in multiple institutions during her career as healthcare quality manager. So that's my point. Let me see what my opponent has to say. Thank you.
That's brilliant, Deepthi. There you are, embracing. And I think from what you said, I think we are like camels in a tent, isn't it? We have moved slowly into the system, is what you said.
Absolutely.
You said
Absolutely.
you have embraced us. Let's listen to Anna. Anna, are you embraced? Are you still finding, difficult to get embraced? Over to you, Anna.
Thank you, ma'am. Utopia is a word used to describe an imagined place or state of things in which everything is perfect. This term was coined by Sir Thomas More in his book Utopia in the year 1516, describing a fictional island society in the South Atlantic Ocean. Dr. Deepthi Madhu and the rest of the 73% who voted for the poll seems to be living in utopia where everything is perfect. where everything is so beautiful, and according to their perception, quality managers are recognized as leaders and change drivers. Respected moderator, Dr. Lallu Joseph, my most esteemed and worthy adversary, Dr. Deepthi Madhu, all the wonderful speakers and panelists we just heard, and the lovely audience, very good afternoon. What a performance, Dr. Deepthi. Never have I heard someone speak so passionately about their dreams. Yes, I call it a dream because it is far from the truth. But it is not wrong to dream, because daring to dream is daring to live. But a dream is still a dream until it comes true. And here we are about to talk about facts. What is the current scenario? So let's talk about some hard facts, shall we, everybody? But before I get to the crux of my talk, may I narrate this usual statutory warning for the benefit of all? The following talk is not for the weak-hearted or those who live in illusion. All the statements and examples made during this talk in any way relate to your professional lives or people you know in person. It's definitely not a coincidence. And if it hits you so hard that it hurts, then it must be true. And I speak nothing but the truth, the naked truth, and the ugly truth. So I started my journey in healthcare quality in the year 2008 as a quality officer and in this multi-specialty hospital. My job description was very clear. Prepare the hospital for NABH accreditation, maintain the NABH accreditation, facilitate and collaborate with other departments to prepare them for the accreditation, prepare policies and manuals for the accreditation, liaison with the NABH Secretariat for accreditation, train all staff for the accreditation, ensure all NCs are closed after the assessment, conduct internal audits to ensure all accreditation standards are met, blah, blah, blah. Now you tell me, where is the word quality, leadership, or strategic decision-making in this? After a few years, I finally realized I have nothing to do because the assessment was over. Multiple attempts at getting involved in strategic matters only burnt my fingers. So I decided to move on. This time, got the job in another bigger hospital without even an interview because they were desperately looking for an accreditation coordinator. And I was the whole package. The first 10 months really went well. It was as if my word was the final word on everything I said. And then we got the NABH. I was so proud of myself. I thought, this is it. I have arrived. I am recognized as a leader. My passion for quality is finally valued. And then again, illusion. Here too, I realized there was no role for me till the next accreditation cycle, as I was not included in any operational discussions or strategic decisions. Let's face facts. Where we live, everyone assumes that quality is synonymous with accreditation. We all say the quality mantra. Quality is a journey, not a destination. Accreditation is only a milestone during that journey, right? Wrong. We have a bunch of quality managers who listen to that mantra over and over again because it sounds so good and they want to believe it. So now tell me, if quality managers are truly recognized as leaders and change drivers, then why are we not a part of the board or the executive council or made the head of operations? Because we are the third eye. What does that mean? It means we audit, report non-conformance, and recommend solutions. But we are not, I repeat, not decision makers. Because if we were, we didn't need to spend days and nights making PPTs and coming up with a strategy to make the actual decision makers listen to us and agree. I mean, how many times have you got frustrated trying to prove that clinical audits have to be done as part of continual improvement? It's just easier to say the 5th edition NABH says so. You have to work hard to convince people to do what you think is right. And decision makers and leaders don't have to do that. We do that all the time. And sadly, we don't talk the language most leaders understand today. Volumes and revenue. That, my dear friends, is the language of decision makers. So coming to the proposed motion for today, are quality managers recognized as leaders and change drivers? As of today, we are definitely not there yet. Yes, we may get there someday, but till then, you can choose what you want to believe. The beautiful illusion Dr. Deepthi showed you, or this ugly truth. Over to you, Dr. Lallu.
Oh, my dear, I'm confused now. Anna, you nailed it. Now, Deepthi, you have a very, very tough job. Okay, so she's asking you to come out of that illusion. So let's see if you are going to battle better. Over to you, Deepthi. Next 3 minutes, you have to
Okay.
try hard.
Thank you, Lallu ma'am. And yes, definitely, Dr. Anna has said quite a few valid points. But something that I mentioned earlier, yes, the reason why we came into existence and the reason why quality department was defined much later than healthcare itself came into existence is because there had to be something that drives towards it. There has to be, these are the things that opens the doors for us. So yes, accreditation was the reason that quality department came into existence. So was infection control, so was clinical pharmacy. But that does not mean, and I refuse to believe that they don't have enough to contribute. Even if there is accreditation, even if there is an accreditation inspection due, or even if it's not due, hospital infection control has a strong role to play. And yes, I still believe that quality department, as health hospital infection control, they also have a strong and continual role to play, because quality and patient safety cannot exist without an impartial person right at the hem, right leading up from the front. Unless there is an impartial person, it cannot be happening. It's difficult to achieve without an impartial person. Now, who can be this impartial person? It has to be a person who is non-service providing, because if it is a service provider, there'll always be that bias. They would, even if they know that, even if a particular department is at the the loose end, and they know that there is fault in their part, they would have the binding thing to protect their department. They would try to sort out the thing by themselves, but it won't be possible, because in the back of their mind, they know that they have to defend their department. Yes, so it has to be someone impartial, someone that is non-service providing. And tada, again, we have the quality department right there. And that's how quality department in most of the hospitals and in all of the hospitals have the potential, and most of them are working towards it and achieving it very successfully. Otherwise, we wouldn't have so many innovations and good spins on bad events and all those things happening. So I believe, yes, we are the impartial third party who brings together everything. For example, if there is a dispute between two departments, if there is a conflict, the perfect conflict resolvers are the quality managers, because we are, after all, the jack of all trades. We know a little bit of everything. And tada, again, we are custom made for perfect conflict resolution, where management would want the solutions, but would not have the time to spare. Again, we are custom made. We are there to provide the perfect conflict resolution, again, as impartial third parties. Now, on top of all of these things, most of, like I said, accreditations open doors. They open the doors for quality managers to come into, and they open they are the what helped pry open the arms. They helped us open one of the few fingers, and then we marched. It was not an easy task. We were not received with open arms, but we walked. And as part of accreditation, I'm sure all of the quality managers here agree, we do KPI, or key performance indicators, and quality indicators are being captured every month systematically. At the beginning of a career journey in quality, we might not have had much of an idea why exactly we are doing it, but we plot a graph, we monitor the trends. And when we monitor the trends that are coming from almost all the departments in the hospital, we have again an eagle's eye view in statistical format right there in front of everyone for everyone to see. We say with stats, with graph, and we have all the evidence, we have all the cheat sheets, we have all the inside info from everyone. Even without them knowing, we gather this information and we produce it there for everyone to see. And that is how managements have started taking the perfect utilization. They have started utilizing quality managers, and we are where we wanted to be. So are quality managers accepted as leaders? Yes, I believe so. As change drivers, yes, of course, we are the best change drivers, because we can bring in the amalgam of different departments and get things done. Thank you. Back to you, Dr. Lallu.
That's brilliant, Deepthi. So you said we are the jack of all trades, certainly, and we have the eagle's eye view. Yes, I agree. And certainly, as conflict resolvers, we are everywhere, and particularly when two departments are involved, we are there. So we are certainly the leaders. Let's now listen to Anna. Anna, what is your thought now? Are you convinced that we are leaders and change enablers, Anna? I'm sure you're going to give a yes. or you're going to go no?
So this reminds me of Martin Luther King's famous speech, I have a dream. Dr. Deepthi also has a dream. Dr. Lallu has a dream. I have a dream. We all have the same dream. Quality managers must be recognized as leaders and change drivers. I'm not questioning their ability. I'm not questioning that whether they're utilized properly or not. Oh, very much utilized. But what is the topic here and what's the concern? Are they recognized as leaders and change drivers? So let's get down to reality. Whenever a new hospital is planned in the project phase itself, we insist on immediate recruitment of HR manager, finance manager, operations manager, nursing head, medical director, facility, engineering, MRD, IT, etc., etc. Quality manager? No, not yet. Let us start the operations first. And once we are ready to go for an accreditation, maybe we'll hire someone, maybe a junior executive or someone, because we don't have budget anything beyond that. This is the hard reality of today's hospitals. The CEOs, CFOs, medical directors, CNOs, they are leaders. They are involved in decision making. They have people who report to them. So they must listen, right, to them. Who reports to quality managers? They facilitate, coordinate, collaborate, follow up, write beautiful policies and stories, make wonderful presentations, listen to the ifs and buts of all the people around them, fight tooth and nail for making even a small change. And if they're still alive after all this, they also become the most hated person around. And I talk out of experience, dear people. In one of my organizations, I was nicknamed as bulldozer because I made my point and got my way across no matter what. I was a fighter. I think everyone hated me and my guts. I think most of them still do. But then even Jesus Christ was crucified. The great philosopher Socrates was made to drink poison. Quality managers teach actual leaders what ROM is all about. We get to be that person who tells the CEO, you don't have the appropriate qualification and experience required for the post as per the NABH standard. It's no surprise that they haven't poisoned us yet. Maybe after we die, they will set up monuments for us because history teaches us that struggles are only recognized after the person dies a horrible death. See, this doesn't mean we cannot become leaders or we don't have the capability to. But for that, there's a long way to go. And it's not just the people or the environment around us. It is ourselves also who have to change. The most important tool that can help us to achieve this is our knowledge, along with tact, perseverance, hard work, strategic thinking, excellent communication skills, passion, analytical skills, ability to role play, and what not. Oh my God, are you serious? Who has all these qualities rolled into one? I mean, Dr. Lallu is an exception. She is Wonder Woman Part 3, maybe a genetic mutation, but you can't expect everybody to be like that. It can be developed, yes, learned, yes, but it's a long way and a hard way up there. Kaho has some excellent initiatives in honing quality managers into leaders. It is an ongoing process. I agree. I share that dream with all of you. I am also part of that process change, and we hope to see it happen soon. But till then, it is only a dream. To conclude, we still have miles to go before quality managers actually recognized as leaders and change drivers. Till then, we can dream, we can strive to get there, we can work hard, that's all good. But as of now, we are not there yet. Over to you, ma'am.
Oh my God, the genetic mutation was something. Let me tell you.
I meant that in all positivity.
Very interesting debates that we had. Dear friends, all my dear quality managers here, it's time for you now to think and vote. Okay, so let us now once again have the poll. After these two beautiful, brilliant ladies have brought out their points, are quality managers recognized as leaders and change drivers in hospitals? It's time for you to vote, my dear friends. Let's listen to you. In the meanwhile, let me read out some of the comments. Very interesting. Dr. Anna is voicing quality team's pain all at once and cumulative accumulation. And we have this. This change has started coming in. At Akash Healthcare, we hired quality manager along with HR head during project phase. because we believed in this philosophy. Anna, you're wrong there. All right. So we have a lot more beautiful comments that have come in, and I think it is reality. And let's face the fact now. Let's listen to our quality managers who are going to be voting. I'm not going to be giving a judgment out here. Certainly, we cannot be a judge here. But let me tell you, it's been a brilliant journey as quality managers, and I'm sure all you quality managers will agree. We have become a part and parcel of this healthcare delivery system. And thanks to NABH, though it all started with accreditation, most hospitals today are moving out of that accreditation and beyond accreditation to excellence. And that is where our role now is fitting in with all the quality improvement projects. Our voice is heard, beginning to be heard, or whatever. But we are there as an integral part of the healthcare delivery in India. So now let's open the results. Let's see the results. Oh my God, this is actually, this is brilliant. So now from 77%, it has come to 40%. From 23%, the numbers have gone to 60%. Anna, you can probably become a political leader. Deepthi, you should also become one very, very soon there. This is real-time conversion, yeah. Brilliant, brilliant leaders here. We have two young ladies, brilliant leaders in quality who brought out their points. I'm sure both of them probably will disagree to each other also, their own views. But for the sake of arguing, they brought it out so well. And hats off to all you quality managers for being Superman, Spider-Man, super lady, super human being, for having all these qualities of perseverance, problem solving, thinking out of the box, for being a team leader, for being a team player, for being everything in an organization, and with a common motto of quality, patient safety in our mind. It's time that we all work together to create the culture of safety in our country and get all our quality managers think and sing the same tune. Brilliant efforts, and hats off to all of you. This day is dedicated to all of you. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Deepthi. Brilliant ladies. Thanks for the opportunity.
Dr. Lallu, I won't allow it to end like this.
Sir, thank you for being here.
No way, this debate cannot end like this. Because I am firmly of the belief, I know Anna spoke exceedingly well. She managed to convince the unconvinced who were on either side, sitting on the fences of voting for the sake of goodwill that I'll vote in the initial stages. Subsequently, okay, Anna said, right. If you do not have the pain, you cannot become a leader. Because you have the pain, therefore entitled to be recognized as a leader. And you have the pain because you have the passion. And if you have the passion, you have leadership in you. So please, the pain will come with the passion that you carry. If you don't carry a passion, the pain will not come. And therefore you are a leader, and because you bear the pain and everybody recognizes that this is a painful person in the organization. She bears the pain and she is also painful for others. So he or she is a quality manager who is recognized either in a negative manner or in a positive manner, but recognized as a leader and a change driver. You cannot be a quality manager if you are not a change driver and you are not a leader. Even if you have got accreditation done in for that short duration of time, you are a change driver and you are a leader. So although Anna spoke exceedingly well, she managed to convince, but ground reality is, whichever way you look at it, you have been a change driver and a leader. And I recognize all of you as that. Okay. So
thank you so much, Air Marshal Dr. Pavan Kapoor, and I think you nailed it. Thank you so much for the support to all of us, and continue to support us. It is indeed a great.
I also support very strongly.
Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Lallu ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Deepthi and Dr. Anna. And thank you, Gracie ma'am and Dr. Pawan. Thank you so much. Wonderful session indeed.